You know, your attributes over the years have been quite useful to you. I mean, I'm thinking particularly of Calendar Girls,
yes.
where we needed considerably bigger buns, I think the line was.
Right.
I think we've got a shot as your considerably bigger buns.
Or as somebody said as I was going along the Champs-Élysées in Paris, ooh, la grande gâteau.
Were you all nervous when you were doing that film? I mean, Helen Mirren met her.
Well, the thing is, we had Helen at the helm, you see, and she'd done it before. And she was such a good sport. And we used to have champagne and twiglets in my dressing room afterwards. I was the first to do it, so I got it over and done with.
Oh, you were the first
I was
in
the
for your
first
shot?
Yes, yes.
Oh, tricky.
Yes. No, get it over and done with. Much better idea.
Then laugh at the others.
Yes.
You talk about doing Nanny McPhee and that your embonpoint, I think they used to call it, didn't they, gave you considerable problems in Nanny McPhee as well.
I know, but you know, I went through eating a worm sandwich, a real worm sandwich, by the way. I know. That was so daring, I thought. I said to the director, I'm quite a good sport, you know. And he said, well, would you eat a real worm sandwich? So, well, I had to, didn't I? But no worm was harmed in the making of that.
In the making of this sandwich.
Making the sandwich. And I did something brilliant, because I managed to take a bite, and it was wiggling away inside my mouth. I promise you.
It's not I'm a celebrity, you know.
And then I managed to lick my lips before they cut, and then I spat it out and it wiggled away. Promise you.
Dear.
And then a tarantula on my head, a real tarantula on my head, which, when it landed on my head, I promise you, can I do this to your lovely hairstyle?
Yes, it won't come off.
It went like that heavy. It was that heavy, yes. However, because it was a children's... She says, doing up her blouse. Because it was a children's film... You weren't looking at me. I said to the designer, don't have my dress too low, because I'm going to be cavorting about on the floor with Colin Firth. How lucky. You know.
But you once said, don't have my dress because I want to be cavorting out with Colin... Yeah, the women who'd like to say that.
I know. No, don't have it too low, because it's a children's film. Anyway, the director came in and said, oh, no, come on, Seals, you've got to have it a bit lower than that. And then they showed the film to an audience of children in America who left the film screaming, not because of the worm, not because of the tarantula, but because they'd never seen a moving bosom before. I promise you.
So what did they do?
So they had to etch it out. They had to etch out my cleavage, yeah.
Oh, no. No, we quite like it etched in it. Sorry, pull it down again.
Oh,
No. Right, OK. From the back, 2 times. 2 times. Under the leg. You used to watch Ground Force?
I did.
Yeah.
I used to watch it with my family when I was little.
Well, you probably carried, weren't you? And you're right. I like the one I was little.
Push me around the wheelbarrow.